I too would like to thank all the staff for the time I've been here. Short time, may never be back, but I want to say I've enjoyed it. But I also want to pay respects to the family of Brandon Roach in Wexford. After a 10-day search, his body was recovered from Wexford Harbour yesterday and he will be buried tomorrow. I'm almost 70 times standing here expressing my concerns for mental health in Wexford. Brandon's death and body has been recovered less than 2 weeks after my last representation. So Taoiseach, the figures I have come from parliamentary question, so they are facts, they're not made up. And the response was that the HSE in 2023, a total of 677 referrals were made to the child and adolescent mental health services in the whole of Wexford. 202 were seen, less than a third. Brandon Roach was 19. 2/3 of the referrals made by doctors, A&E, or maybe through NEPS, the National Educational Psychological Services. 2/3 were not seen. 475, Count Corley, you'll have to indulge me because this is life or death. 475 children with nowhere to go. GPs and their families at a loss as to what to do. And after 70 times of mentioning this, last week, or 2 weeks ago, your minister said 24/7 services were available through A&E.
All right, thank you,
Well, these are referrals from A&E, but they're not being seen. 2/3 of our children.
Well,
but
let's try
yet
to get an answer
we
for you
can
now.
spend. We can send every voluntary organisation to search for a body for 10 days. From the RNLI to Slaney Search and Rescue to all of our rescue services, but we can't do prevention. We can't see the children to assist the families when they're needed. This is a failing of your government as Minister, as Taoiseach, as Taoiseach and the Minister that sits behind you.
Taoiseach.
Well, first of all, my deepest sympathies to the family of Brandon Roach and that very, very sad situation for them and for their family and friends, and our thoughts and prayers are with them. In terms of mental health, more generally, prevention is the key. But prevention, I think, begins earlier in life. And I think the most important programmes are in the SPHE programmes in primary schools right through, where you build up self-esteem and mutual respect and the values that hopefully can build resilience in life itself. And all schools now are developing well-being curricula, well-being programmes to try and if you like, demonstrate the interdependence of us all on each other and the need to help each other as we grow and develop in life itself. And then we invest now, we've done a lot in terms of non-governmental organisations in the mental health advocacy area, where we fund a lot of door organisations, and Jigsaw, well over 100 million to those organisations, Pierre House, quite a lot of them, and Jigsaw and so on like that, to engage with young people. And to help young people who have whose mental health is impaired or under pressure and who have mental health issues. And I think we have to continue to do that. And I want to pay tribute to all of the rescue teams and organisations, from some of whom we fund in terms of search and rescue in particular.
All right, we're over time, please.
From civil defence right across the board. But it's a sad situation. We have to keep working on it. Investment has increased, but it's a societal involvement. It's a societal issue as well.
Deputy Madam.